Hi, my name is Ashley Schafer, and today I would like to talk a little bit about the fundamentals and basics that I want my colts to have before I start them on the pattern or before they come to me. A lot of times when I get a colt in, it only has like 30 to 45 rides on it, and I'm fine with that as long as it doesn't buck. No, just kidding. It's the more rides the better, especially if it's been with a good trainer that is teaching them the right things. I think those first 30 days are probably the most important days of a colt's life. So it's extremely important that you have someone that knows what they're doing and that's getting the right buttons on them so that you can go on with them. For me personally, I really like a butt dragger. I want my horses to really use that hind end. So if I get them in and they're too low in the front end, I feel like it's really hard for them to engage that. Personally, I want mine to be a little bit more elevated in the front end and really have that hind end drove up underneath them. So I don't tend to want to send mine to somebody that keeps them down here really low. So I want that. I also really just like for them to follow their nose around. And I like them to really move well off of my legs. I'm not a person that uses a ton of hand. I use my legs a lot. So like I said, these are all things that I can put into them. The main thing is I want them to be willing and trainable. If they've been started right, usually they want to go on and learn, and you can teach them something new every day. If they've been forced into a lot of things and someone has kind of tortured them into it, a lot of times they're very resentful of it, or they panic when you go to try to ask them for something. So the main thing is just something that's willing and trainable and something that's been started in a way that I can go on and put my own spin on them without them, having a fit about it. The other thing is I do want them to have put a little bit of pressure on them and pushed them through that. A lot of times I'll get a horse in, or not a lot of times, but I have previously got horses in that they've kind of almost babied them along a little bit. And then when I got in a bind and I wanted them to do something that they didn't want to do, I had to push them through that pressure point, which is fine, but it's nice if that part's already done, just because a lot of times the longer they've been rode and the older they get, the harder it is to battle through that. So if that can happen early on and they've put that little bit of pressure on them and made them get through to the other side, a lot of times it's much easier for us, say when we start them on the barrels or when we're trying to teach them our own things.